You're listening to the Murder Speaks podcast, the show that spills the tea about true crime. Here's your host, Wendy Hinbest.
Hey, welcome back to Murder Speaks. I hope everyone's having a great week. So today's real crime story is about 69-year-old Loretta Bowersock of Tempe, Arizona. December 14th, 2004, Loretta Bowersock disappeared.
Did she take any medication?
No, not that I know of. It was mostly just getting the flu.
Did she suffer from mental illness?
No.
Would it be something that she would do, just take off without telling anyone?
No.
Loretta and her daughter owned a furniture business called Terry's Consign and Design Furnishings. Loretta was living with a man named Ta, and they were together for 18 years. When they met, he told her that he was from Scotland and he didn't have any money or identification. He told Loretta he was an entrepreneur and an inventor. Turns out, everything he told Loretta was a lie. Tal Benderly was an ex-con who recently got released from prison when he met Loretta. So Tal Benderly calls Loretta's daughter and tells her that Loretta is missing. Apparently, on December 14th, Loretta and Tal went to Tucson. Then she asked him to drop her off at the mall. When he returned to pick her up, she wasn't there. He tells police that he went in the mall to look for her. The police question him.
So this was about 2 that you dropped her?
It was around 2. She asked me to pick her up at 4:40.
Where were you going to see her at the same spot?
Same entrance, south entrance.
How long did you wait outside?
I waited until about 20 after, because I figured 15 or 20 minutes if you're in a changing room or if she's trying on shoes.
The police discover that Loretta was secretly bankrupt and at the verge of losing her home.
Has the finances been a problem between you and Loretta?
They're not a point of contention that is creating a rift or conflict.
Overall, how are you guys doing financially?
Now we're doing a lot better that I'm producing income from my projects. I have a project in Mexico. It's producing income approximately about every 90 days.
How much money do you get every 90 days?
It varies. It varies from $27,000 to $29,000.
Who did the money come from?
It came from the feed broker that we partner with.
And who is that?
I'll have to look at my records, but I don't know precisely.
The police drop by Tal Benderly's house, and they see passports, money, and clothes. Ta becomes a suspect. The police search his car, and they find a shovel and a pick.
In the back of the van is a shovel and a pick.
Yes.
What's the purpose of that?
I dig geodes. Sometimes I use the pick to break geodes. And I almost always carry a shovel in the car.
When's the last time you used that pick and shovel?
I used the pick, probably used it at the house about a week ago. And I always travel with a shovel in the car.
Do you always put a dirty pick and shovel in your car?
Yeah.
The police viewed the mall surveillance again, and they didn't see Ta dropping her off at the south doors like he said he did.
You know that there is more to this, and you know that eventually we're going to piece it all together. This whole statement or version or story you gave us is going to come down like a deck of cards.
What I told you is what happened.
Now, you had nothing to do with her
It
disappearance.
had nothing to do with her disappearance.
You didn't kill your wife.
No, I did not.
You didn't murder Loretta.
No, I did not.
Tell us one person that your wife went up to and had a conversation with after you left Tempe.
Let me think about it.
Give us a witness that saw your wife after you left Tempe. And we'll go interview him. We'll go interview him right now.
Loretta's daughter, Terry, goes to her mom's house and finds Tal has hung himself with an extension cord. And he created a file on his computer called Vows for Eternity. And it said,
Loretta and I vowed over the years that we would spend eternity together, and so we shall.
Loretta discovered that for a year, the mortgage checks were going into Tal's bank account. And when she confronted him about it, he killed her. He wrapped her body and disposed of it. Skeletal remains were found in the desert near the intersection of Interstate 8 and Highway 84, and it was identified as 69-year-old Loretta Bowersock. The cause of death was asphyxiation. Wow, that's awful tragedy. This woman knew this man for 18 years. She trusted him, let him in her home, and all this time he was deceiving her and stealing her money. And when she confronted him about it, he didn't even think twice to kill her. What a tragedy. Well, thank you so much for joining me on this week's true crime story. If you like it, please share it. Sharing is caring. And if you are a true crime addict like me, check out my store at crystalkiss.com. That's Crystal with a K for some murder merch. Start killing it with Crystal Kiss murder merch. Check out my YouTube channel, Crystal Kiss, for more real crime stories. Check out my other YouTube channel, Wendy Boo, where I like to play games like Among Us and Roblox. And check out my other YouTube channel, Puppy Planet, a vlog about all of our adorable puppies. Join me again on Murder Speaks. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for listening. Bye.